Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be this tutorial on this simple look that I've been wearing pretty much every day this week. So I'm starting out with the Australis See You Later Pores Primer and putting this all over my face to fill in them humongous pores. And then I'll be using my favorite foundation, which is the Rimmel Lasting Finish 25 Hour. This is in the shade 110 Light Porcelain, and I'm going to be using this Real Techniques Expert Face Brush to apply it. And then I also like to go over it with the Beauty Blender when I'm done, just to get that nice flawless finish with no brush streaks. Once I'm done there, I'm going in with concealer and I'm going to be covering up all my blemishes, and I had a lot, so I'm going ham on the concealer. And then in with the Beauty Blender to blend it out. For my under eye concealer, I'm using the Cosmetics Bye Bye Undereye in the shade Light. Now this concealer is extremely thick, so I used a brush to apply it and then blended it out with my Beauty Blender, and it did take quite a bit of work because, like I said, it is thick. So once I blended it out, I went straight in with some translucent powder to set it. This powder is by Rimmel and it is the Match Perfection Silky Loose Translucent Powder. I will have all the products in the description box below, so if you're curious, then go check down there. Then to set the rest of my face, I'm using the Rimmel Stay Matte Pressed Powder. Then to prime my eyelids, I'll be using the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly and then setting it with some pressed powder. For contouring today, I'm using this eyeshadow by Illamasqua and it is in the shade Heroine, and I'm just using that same brush I used to set under my eyes. It actually is a contour brush, so multiple uses, you know. Then after I blended that out for 20 years, I'm going in with bronzer, and this is the Nars Laguna. This is my favorite bronzer, I think. I absolutely love it. So I'm then taking my bronzer around my forehead just to even it out. Then for blush, this is the Milani Baked Blush in the shade Berry Amore, and with the Real Techniques blush brush, I'm just going to dust that over my cheeks. Then to finish off the face, I'm going to be using highlighter, and this is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Moonstone, and it's just such a beautiful pale gold color. Oh, I am obsessed. If you have fair skin, then you need this in your life. It is definitely worth the investment. Now to fill in my brows, I'm going to be using the Face of Australia High Definition Brow Kit. So just brushing them through and then filling them in. I really need to get my eyebrows tinted because it helps so much when I'm filling them in, because I pretty much don't have anything to go by. So when they're not tinted, one ends up like really high and the other one's just straight. Then with this freaking adorable Gimme Brow sample from Benefit, I'm going to set my eyebrows. Now finally onto the eyes, I'm going to be using the Chi Chi Spices palette today, and taking the first matte brown shade, I'm going to be using a Sigma E40 brush and blending this in as my transition shade. I was finding that the mattes in the Chi Chi Spices palette do take a little bit of extra lovin', so you really got to take your time and blend this out if you want to get that seamless look. I then went in with the same brush and the same colour and dusted this under the lower lash line. Next, with the same brush, I'm going to go into the next darkest matte shade in the palette, and I'm using this to define my crease. So I'm not going to blend it up as high as the first shade, but I'm really going to pack it into that crease. Then I'm going to take the Sigma E30 pencil brush and use the same shade and put this under the lower lash line. And then I went back in with the E40 brush with no extra product, just to make sure those two colours were blended together nicely. Now with the first shade in the palette and a Sigma E55 eye shading brush, I'm going to pack this shade all over the lid. I've actually been pretty damn impressed with the shimmer and metallic shades in this Spices palette. They have really good pigmentation, so thumbs up from me. Then just quickly making sure those two colours are blended together, and then I went in and highlighted my brow bone with the same shade we used on the lid. Next, I just went and did a few things off camera. I applied these false lashes by Cara. I put some eyeliner in my tight line and then applied some mascara. Then finally onto the lips. This is a lip liner by Essence called In the Nude. And then I used my lipstick by MAC in the shade Honey Love. I did think it was a bit too dark, so I went in with this lipstick by Youngblood in the shade Boudoir just to lighten it up a bit. And then that is the finished look. So come follow me on Instagram and Snapchat. My names are on the screen right now. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it today, and please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all next time. Bye!